For a Money Monday report, Channel 3's Kara Sundlin is standing by with much more. Kara.
Aaron, thanks. Now, if we could all do things perfectly when it comes to our finances, we'd all be putting lots of money aside for the future, whether for retirement or just for emergencies. But as we all know, life is not perfect. It's hard, and especially during this pandemic. Millie Magazine executive editor Katie Hill shares some little ways to save and at least improve.
Absolutely, if you can afford to save 15% of your income for retirement, do it. And absolutely, if you can save 6 to 9 months worth of expenses in your emergency fund, you should definitely do that. But I think for a lot of people, this is maybe not the year to do it. So let's talk about two maybe more sane ways to meet those money resolutions, right? So traditional advice, save 15% of your income for retirement. This year, if you can't do that, let's take baby steps. If you still have a 401k, put in up to what your employer matches in the 401k. That's free money. And then every 6 months, as you can, add another 1% to that, even just a little bit inching up each year so that eventually, great, you'll get to the 15%. But maybe this year is a little bit tough to do that. The other thing that you should really work on doing is, of course, you want to save 6 to 9 months in your emergency fund. Again, this year, a lot of people, that's going to be really tough. So let's start small. Why don't you work on saving a week's worth of expenses in your emergency fund if you can? Now, of course, I will say this with a caveat that some people are really, really struggling. You don't have a job. That may not be possible. If you have anything extra, work on saving a week and then 2 weeks and then 3 weeks. Eventually, right, you'll get to that 6 to 9 months worth of expenses in your emergency fund. But this may not be the year for big goals. Setting smaller, tiny goals this year will be achievable, even if you have had a little bit of an income cut, job's not quite as steady as it was. But setting small, achievable goals is a really big thing this year.
Some great advice there. And for more helpful advice, you can check out the 2021 edition of Millie Magazine. It is published by our parent company, the Meredith Corporation. I'm Kara Sundlin, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.